my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with Mark from Suddenly Comics, and we are the Price Variants looking at the hottest Silver Age comics of the week. And I last week I focused on the biggest sales at Heritage. This time I wanted to kind of show other parts of the market, like more the obscure stuff, not necessarily completely 100% obscure,
No.
but just different parts of the market, the non-usual suspects, I guess would be the way to say it. So I think there should be some pretty interesting ones. There were some pretty big sales, like for some books that I was a little bit surprised about.
Yeah, me too.
So it should be an interesting list. Okay, so let's get into it. What's the first book? I think the first book, if I remember correctly, was a steal. I think it was a steal. I think it's a cool book.
There it is. I've never seen this before, Alan. I know nothing.
I have this book just as a
Okay.
yeah. But this is an 8.0 copy of this book. It's ABC's. Um, it's America's Best Comics, and it stands for ABC, the TV network.
Oh, okay.
So these were shows that were coming up on ABC, and it's like Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay, yes.
So you got the Fantastic Four, you got King Kong, you got Casper, and you got
George of the
Spider-Man,
Jungle.
and you got George of the Jungle. And this is the first appearance of George of the Jungle in comics.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is a nice one. But
Yeah.
no, I'd
And
never.
this is a book that, because of the very nature of it, you don't usually find it in high grade.
No.
So 8.0 is actually a high grade for this book, and it's a white pager too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I felt like this was a bit of a steal. Um,
So is there a number two of this, or was this done as a one-off, as a promo
um,
for the
it was kind of a one-off.
yeah, because it hasn't got a number, has it? It's just
There
got
was others that were similar, like similar series, like where they showed other books, other TV series that were coming out. But this one was non-numbered. Yeah,
okay. Very nice. I like
but
that.
yeah,
Okay. So that sold for $79. That sounds a bit of a bargain, Alan.
it seems like a huge bargain to me.
A Silver
Um,
Age. What's the back like? The Flying Nun.
yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Who the hell is the Flying Nun?
Oh, you don't know the Flying Nun?
No.
You know, nuns can sometimes have those really weird habits where they kind of
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
Well, she could use those to fly.
Okay.
It was a popular show. It was like a
A TV show.
yeah. It was live action. It wasn't cartoon.
So there was a live action television show called The Flying Nun.
Yes, it was popular too.
How have I missed this?
You have lived a very sheltered life. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, there we go. I learned
It
something
was
new.
different times. Like I mean, the fact that they could have a nun show is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Mind you, when
Yeah,
did the Sound of Music come out?
I was thinking about that. That this is kind of like that spin-off
Yeah.
of the Sound of
It was
Music.
obviously during a period when nuns
More popular.
were popular.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So yeah, so just a very cool,
Well, it's worth
cool book.
$79 for the Flying Nun.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, the back. I didn't even realize that was on the back.
Right. Okay, let's have a check, see about oh Alan, I'm sorry about this, but this
Well, I knew this was going to be down price
we knew
because
this was a low price, didn't we? I think that's
yeah,
ridiculously low price.
yeah.
And that
What was
one
the?
was a white pages as well.
That's what I said. Yeah, somebody got a steal.
Somebody did get a steal. Although, having said that, the last sort of three or four sales have not hit $100. So
Yeah,
um
I think this was one. Strangely, I do remember this book. Because it is kind of like a cool key in a weird way, like that it showcases all these like Saturday morning TV shows.
yeah.
Um, it was on some hot list. I'm not sure if it was Comic Tom or some like other Lords of the Long Box or one of those kind of other popular list shows. And during COVID, I think there was a little spike when
Well, it was a
people,
very little spike. There's a spike here, July 2021, when it went to $107.
yeah, but what was the earlier spike?
Yeah, that was 2023. Oh, that was sorry, that was 2012, long before
Okay.
Comic Tom was doing anything.
Yeah, so there was, I think the little spike is the spike for this book,
Yeah,
which is weird. But I remember it being on some list, and that's how I learned about it. I was like, oh, that's a cool little book.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I didn't pay much for my copy. My
no,
copy's like a higher mid grade. I
yeah,
think I paid $40 or
yeah.
something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but I still thought this was a steal.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's a steal as well. Right. Okay.
undervalued.
Interesting
But
one.
look at the census; it's really low census too.
Oh, yeah, but I guess it is. Who's going to get this graded? Uh,
Exactly.
152, which actually is higher than I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get it at a high grade, you get it signed.
Yeah,
So those are probably all the high grade copies.
high grades. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah,
But it's down overall. I think this is not. The funny thing is they actually did a live action of George of the Jungle as well
yeah.
with
All the
Brandon
grades.
Fraser,
There's loads of high grades on this. There's 33 9.6s, 21 9.4s. So yeah.
which
Okay.
is weird. You'd think this would be a little harder to find in high grade.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Book two. Ah, now then, here we go. I've been
Okay.
banging on about these for the last few weeks.
Oh, you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just about to put together a YouTube video about IW comics.
I love IW comics. I bought one by accident the first time I bought one, thinking it was something else. But then I learned the history of them, and it's quite an interesting
Yeah, it is
history.
an interesting story. Um, so who's this cover by on?
I have no idea.
Quite a few of them, they don't know who the covers were by.
Yeah.
Usually the Grand Comics database does have a bash at telling you who the artist is. Some of them, however, you do know the artist, and I picked up two of these.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you them. Uh, this I picked up on a UK Whatnot show, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
That is an LB Cole cover.
Oh, a teen. What is it called?
Teenage Talk issue 9.
Okay, wait. I have to make you bigger somehow. There we go. Teenage Talk. I've never heard of that
Yeah,
book.
that is an LB Cole cover. Um,
That's very cool.
Very cool. Picked it up for less than 50 quid on a UK Whatnot show. Nobody knew what it was.
Well, yeah. Um,
Now,
you
what's
know, s-
interesting about this one, Anna, is IW was a guy who bought a printing company, and when he
yep,
bought it, he discovered that they got printing plates for the inside of a lot of comics.
yep.
So he reprinted them with new covers.
Some
This
had the original cover that
this
was
is the
redone.
original cover. This
Yeah,
LB Cole cover is the original cover to the original comic. So some of the original covers must have been at the printers.
yeah. But I mean, something like that would be actually fairly valuable. And IW books have gone up
Yeah, they
recently,
have.
and
Yeah.
it's very strange,
Here's a more
considering they're all reprints.
familiar LB Cole cover on an IW.
Okay, so I have a different issue of the Jungle Tales, or
Yeah,
Jungle Comics, they're called. Jungle Comics, yeah.
Jungle Comics. Yeah,
But
that's
that's another LB Cole,
that's
and it's a
another LB Cole
classic.
cover. Yeah,
That's a classic cover, actually.
yeah,
That was Jungle Terrors or something like that, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. And I picked that up for a bat. I picked that up from a UK eBay for less than £10.
Oh, that's a steal. Steal. Usually something like that would go for about 100,
Yeah, yeah.
just so you know. They're, the IWs actually are getting quite, as I said, they're getting quite pricey. This one that's supposed to be Phantom Lady.
Oh, right. Yes, it does look familiar. Yes, and she does look a bit like Phantom Lady. It does say Phantom Lady on it.
Yeah. And so that's an extra kind of cool part of it. Um, and this is just a classic book.
I bet this went for cheap as well.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. If you know what it is, you'll pay up for it. If you don't know what it is, uh, you might sneak by.
And
Um,
7.5 on these IWs is a high grade.
there's actually, by the way, there's a couple of the IWs that are unique. They were never actually published
Oh,
stories.
really? Okay.
Yeah, because what happened was they found all these plates, but they basically what happened was all the publishers that had the stuff had gone belly up,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah.
And sometimes it was mid run, right? Like mid doing something.
Yeah.
And they had all the stuff ready to publish another book, but they just never published it.
Right.
So there's like about three or four that
Which weren't
are,
reprints, they were new ones.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. That's
yeah,
interesting. And
yeah.
also, the numbering on these IW comics is very odd. Quite a lot of them go 189.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
So there's no, so if you see that's issue 9, I can guarantee you that's the last issue. And there's probably a total of 3 issues of great action comics. Uh,
Yeah.
so there's the numbering doesn't mean very much. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah,
But
the
yeah,
great
so
fun.
IW is very cool. And
Yeah,
they got away with it because of the fact that all the publishers were bankrupt anyways, or gone.
yeah.
They just nobody fought them.
I've picked this one up as well, which is quite rare, and I think that's a
Oh yes.
Astro Boy rip-off.
Yes. Well, it's not Astro Boy, but it would have been Pixies is the
Yeah,
name of the title.
Pixies. Yeah, somebody in Pixies. Yeah,
Yeah. I know my
you
books
do.
to a certain extent. Yeah.
Well done. Right. Okay. We're a bit slight. Well, no, we're on topic.
Well,
Which
it's relevant to this. IW, very underrated, kind of a cool, quirky type company.
yeah, I mean something ridiculous like 450 different titles, but none of them have got more than 3 issues, and quite a lot
Yeah.
of them have just got one issue.
Yeah, there's a lot of one shots.
Yeah. So I think well worth looking out for. And you're right, the prices are, even just for a standard one in a mid grade, you in the US you're looking at for 50, $60.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, there are some that are cheap,
Yeah,
but for the most part, some of the cooler covers, like
yeah,
some of the sci-fi ones or
yeah,
the jungly
yeah,
ones,
yeah.
they can go for a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So watch out for those. I wasn't really aware of them until earlier.
So I think this was a bit of a steal actually
I
at
think this
120.
is still at 7.5. That's a really great
I
price.
think it would go normally around 150 to 170 would be my
Right.
guess.
Okay, so this is a tricky one, Alan. In terms of actual price, it's a
It's
record.
gone up.
In terms of if you include inflation, it's gone down. So
How
I'm not,
much was it when based on inflation? Just
so based on inflation, 152.
that's what I was saying. What did I say? About 150, 170?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
it's probably sold for $30 too little, inflation will
yeah.
be 150. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought this was a more of that 150 to 175 range.
Yeah, because it
But
sold for 120 in 2018 and it's now sold.
so it's gone up $5.
It's gone up. Yeah.
Not a great return on investment,
No, but
but
I would watch out for these because I do think there's a bit of a swell behind these.
so this is one of those kind of interesting books because it is um a couple things happening with it.
I mean, we are
These
talking
are
golden age. A lot of these are 54.
Well, yeah, they can be golden age, but they're also like they got printed until the 50s.
Yeah.
And they're sort of a crossover between the golden and silver age in
Yeah.
many respects because it was stuff that was getting reprinted from the golden age into the silver age, which is kind of cool that they got away with it. Like, I mean, on so many levels, they got away from the, Comic Code Authority. They got away from the publishers suing them for
Yeah, none of
stealing their
these have got
material.
Comic Code Authority on. The guy's not going to pay the fee to join the Comic Code Authority, is he? If he's
Yeah,
ripping
maybe.
stuff off.
So, but the cool thing, I mean, these are just cool books.
Yeah.
I think they do have the Comic Code Authority on them, though.
I've not got a single one with the Comic Code Authority on.
No, but yours might be Golden Age.
Yeah, a lot of these are Golden Age, yeah.
Yeah. Um, because
Right.
if we look at this one, does this one have the stamp on it? Just so you know,
No,
it's what year is it?
I think it'll be 54, Alan. Oh, no, it might be later than that. The number ones are usually 1954. Yeah. So the number one, if you get one with issue one, it's usually 1954. If you get
And
one with issue nine, eight or nine on, they're usually about 58. And they've stopped at about 58. So they went from a 50.
okay, so yeah, where it says top quality comic,
Yeah.
that's I always think that that's the Comic Code Authority. I think they're trying to make it look like the
Yeah.
stamp.
Yeah. I've never seen a Comic Code Authority on one of these. So in
That's
50,
what it is.
theoretically, it should have had a Comic Code Authority thing.
But I think they're faking it. I think they're trying to pretend that they actually.
Yeah, possibly, yes. Although, yes, because this one, which is number one from 54, doesn't have that top quality. The top quality comic thing is a little red box here, whereas that looks more like the Comic Code Authority. I agree with you. I think,
Yeah, they're trying. I think they're just the legalities they're trying to skirt around. It's so funny. That's why I think they're really interesting. They're very quirky. I think the unique covers are actually quite cool too. This is a unique cover, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so
Most of them were unique covers because he didn't have the covers. Right. Okay. Love that one. Right, moving on. It's the
oh,
first
quickly,
Doom.
wait, go back one sec. One last thing about the previous one. What's the census?
Oh, it's going to be
What
low.
was?
15.
Yeah, just that's another thing I just wanted to show people
Oh
that
no, they are
they're a
really
little
low
hard to
census
find.
counts. I think the one I showed you there, that Mighty Atom, has got census count of about three, I think.
Yeah, yeah, they're really low census counts. Okay, just wanted to show that. Go ahead. Next one. The next one's a cool book.
Yes, it is the first titled Doom Patrol comic.
Yes,
Not the first Doom Patrol.
not the first Doom Patrol, but it does have a first appearance. I think Negative Man, if
Uh,
I'm
it's our first appearance. First issue, Neuron numbering continued from My Greatest Adventure. First appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil.
Brotherhood of Evil. Okay. I knew there was a first appearance in it, but I
Yeah,
wasn't sure.
yeah. Great comic.
I just love the fact that it's a DC ape comic with a machine gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. DC love their apes. Has Carmen Infantino got anything to do with this? Because he loves these apes as well. No, it doesn't appear so.
Who
Right.
did the cover?
The cover is by Bruno Premiani.
Ramiani. Okay, it's a very cool, very like whenever this is one of those ones you kind of remember the cover. If you know the key, you kind of it's a very memorable cover.
Yeah, I think I mentioned in the previous show, I'm collecting this Doom Patrol run from 86. I've got 86 through to 105 with one missing now.
Well, you
I'm missing
bought
80.
into a collection, so that was
Yeah,
quite
I'm missing 80.
convenient.
I'm missing 87 if anybody wants to sell me 87. Other than that, I've got a pretty good run of these.
That's very cool. Doom Patrol is very underrated. I think it's actually quite a great series.
Yeah. And
So yeah.
it runs later than the Fantastic Four. Um, so starting in sort of late 63, early 64. It's about a year after the Fantastic Four, isn't it? So
And 3 years after.
3 years
Six, I
after.
think 61 or
61 was the Fantastic Four. Yeah, you're right. 3 years after. So um, it's a bit
this sort of the
more.
era of team group team heroes.
Yeah, they're not teens, but they're weird.
Teams, I meant. I didn't
Yeah,
say yeah.
they're weirder than any of the Marvel teams.
Yeah. I think they're much more cursed,
Yes.
is in terms of their abilities and their backstories.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, nice cover. Right. How much did that sell for? 186. That sounds low as well.
Yeah. I thought this was a little bit of a steal too.
It is a steal. That is way down here.
So again, I think this one suffered because, well, the show was
TV
canceled.
show stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, this was riding high up till the show.
So this is not a COVID peak. This is pre-COVID and it sold for, this is post-COVID and it sold for $425 in January 23.
That's where I would have thought this book would be
Yeah,
around.
me too. This has gone cheap and it's gone for 186, which is less than
I
half.
just think it's just a low period because the show's gone.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. This is a crazy low price. Somebody's got a bargain there. It's another bargain.
Yeah, only 265 of these on the census, or
Exactly. Yeah.
263 actually. Yeah, just very underrated.
A double key, first person Brotherhood of Evil, and first titled Doom Patrol comic.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and I think that actually the show was very fun and quirky. I
Yeah, and it's
think,
the type of thing that I think James Gunn would enjoy doing.
yeah, and that's actually the cool thing. He's now in DC,
Yeah.
so you never know that he could bring it back in some weird way.
Right. Okay. So that is Doom Patrol. Excellent. And we are moving on to now. This is an odd one. Hawkman 16 Boston Pedigree. Boston Pedigree. Is that why it's got this silver label?
Yeah, a gold. Well, it's supposed to be the Pedigree label,
Oh, right. Okay.
but a 9.8
A 9.8.
Boston
Look at it.
Pedigree.
It's absolutely pristine.
And it again, this is another one of these DC ape ones. I just thought it was a cool cover. Sorry. It's like Hawkman, great Hawkman cover with ape attacking him. I just think it's
A
great.
winged ape,
A winged ape, not just an ape, a winged ape. Yes.
a go-go gorilla with a big beat, Alan.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's a go-go ape with a go-go check
Yeah.
comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How much did this sell for? $600. That is a lot for a Hawkman.
Random issues.
116.
I actually think this is still a little bit undervalued,
Do you?
but it might be a record. But the thing is with pedigrees, you sometimes see them kind of go a little crazy. So I just think it seems a little
Well,
low.
again, we've got another one here, Alan, where it's actually the highest price anybody's paid for it. Somebody paid in 2012, somebody paid $508. And
That's 2012.
yeah, and somebody's now paid 600. So
But
theoretically, this is the highest price ever paid for this comic. But
but that was non-pedigree as well.
it was non-pedigree, correct? And it was
Yeah.
13 years ago. And with inflation, you should be getting $700 for this. So this is not a good number.
No.
It should be $700 plus whatever premium you want to pay for the pedigree.
I actually think somebody that's why I said this one I felt like was a bit undervalued. Um I would have expected it to be more like $1,000 book.
Yeah, yeah,
Just because of the pedigree element and the fact that it is the highest on census.
yeah. Well, there's only 53 graded, Alan. I mean, this
It's
isn't.
one that you wouldn't get grade
You
unless you
wouldn't
have a
get
high
graded
grade.
unless you thought it was high grade. I agree. Because if it's not, yeah,
It's not a key.
if
There's
you go
nothing.
down to a 9.0, it's a $75 comic. So, you're not going to get it graded. A $75 comic, you're not paying $50 to get graded, are you? So
Yeah.
you're only going to get this graded if it's higher than a 9.0.
So a couple things I kind of wanted to state. We got a few books so far that have gone up. Technically have gone
Yeah,
up
it's the
in
highest
price.
price the paid, but it isn't, yeah, still not a
Yeah. So
price.
one thing that I feel like has happened is people haven't really factored in inflation into comic book prices yet at all.
No,
It's like we are just looking. I think we still are just looking at that. Oh, what was it back then and what is it now? It's sort of like, you look at comics from the 90s and they say, oh, it was $100. And you think, oh wow, that's so cheap. But then you do the actual inflation numbers, and that's like more like $300 or $400. It's like
yeah.
So I think a lot of these people haven't really worked into the inflation numbers yet, and I think that's been one of the mistakes that we make in comic book collecting.
Yeah. Right, moving on to your last comic, Alan, and you've gone for a banker because we all know,
Yeah.
watch this, we all
This
know
one,
that
this is for you.
Flintstones are one of the most reliable comics for going up in value, together with Dr. Solar and Star Sapphire. They are the highlights of.
And this one is a bit of a sexy one. You get to see Fred Flintstone's butt.
Whatever turns you on, Alan.
Yeah. So
There's nothing
this
special
is
about this, is there? It's
no,
not the first appearance of.
not the first appearance. It's a file copy. That's what really is cool
Ah,
about it.
that's
It's a yellow cover. It's a cool cover.
and it's a very high grade. Yeah.
9.6, yeah.
Doesn't say file copy on it.
I believe the listing does though.
Okay, it must be a file copy at that grade. Um,
Does it say on the listing?
Nobody's ever even opened that. No, it doesn't say file copy in the blurb.
Oh, I would have thought it was a file copy.
No, no,
I think there was ones around it that were file copies that were
none
also high
higher.
grade.
This is the highest graded.
Wow. So the highest graded and 660. So
Right.
how
Now,
did it do?
can the Flintstones retain their record of being Alan's getting Alan with some records? Let's go. What do we think? 660 sounds a lot to me. Yes! Oh, there we go. The
Oh
first
wow, it shot
the
up.
first proper record of the day.
And it's
It's a record
inflationally
both in
safe too.
terms of actual price and even inflation price. It's going up. So last sold
Wow.
in 2018 for $275.
Wow. It's gone up a lot.
It's gone up way ahead. So Flintstones is definitely you've all been investing in the wrong comics.
Yeah. I mean, there's
This
only
is
like
about the
11 of
fourth
these.
Flintstones in a row which have gone up and been
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure why. Like, there's no spec around Flintstones. Um, but
somebody likes
yeah,
them.
yeah, somebody's trying to get a high grade run. And it's only high grade copies that are.
Yeah.
But this is a good one. I like the cover. I think it's a cute cover. Um,
I'm just going to see if it's
and
the same copy that's no, I think it's a different copy. Oh, hang on.
how many 9.6s? It looks like a different copy, maybe.
Yeah, that's the label's slightly different color. There's only 11 graded.
Actually, no, it's the same copy. It's just the coloring's different because there's only one graded at a 9.6,
It's the same copy then. So somebody bought this in 2018. Yeah, I think it
and
is.
then flipped it.
83587.
Yeah, so there's only one copy, so it has to be the same one.
No, it's a different CGC certification number.
That doesn't make any sense. Why does it show the census is only having one copy?
Well, it's wrong. This has got a different CGC code to the other one.
Unless the guy got the other one cracked and regraded and it got a lower grade.
Maybe. No, got the same.
That'd be that'd be really messed up.
Anyway, whatever, it's gone up, and it's a proper record. So Alan, what a way to end your show.
Yeah,
You
actually,
did pick a
if
banker
you
though.
we actually had three or four
We had
new records.
we had two which were highest priced ever paid, but if you took inflation into account, they weren't records.
Yeah,
One
but yeah, I
Flintstone.
thought that was good. I thought it was good ones. And let's see how well they do on your list. There's some
Yeah,
pretty cool ones on your list.
there's some
Like,
interesting ones on my list. He hasn't just given me Spider-Man's.
yeah, yours is actually there's the number one is a really cool number one. So if you guys are curious, go over to Mark's channel, check it out. It's actually a pretty cool list.
It is. It is.
Yeah, so that's it for now. Bye guys.